and girls, so we're going to do a review of the AMX 30 prototype Tier 9 medium tank. So, this, as you know, as of tonight at 4 o'clock in the morning, we'll be getting a buff and having great frontal armor on the turret. Currently is at 80 right now, and it's going to be getting a big boost. I don't know the exact numbers, but I think it's close to double that. And as you can, the cheeks and everything. And this one here, I prefer a little bit actually over the Tier 10. Pull the Tier 10 up here real quick, and I'll show you why. Because Tier 10 has that big honking commander's hatch right there. I mean, look at the difference in how much it sticks up. I like the looks of the Tier 10 more. I believe it's almost the same exact armor. The Tier 10's got a little bit more. It's got 5 more on the side of the hull, and everything else looks to be the same. But, so with the Tier 9, what do you get? Well, 1,650 hit points. We'll go over the armor real quick. On the hull and the turret in the front, you have 80 and 80. Oh, man, I'm getting so... I wish they would take that off there. I keep clicking on that goddamn thing. But I don't want to keep clicking on the frickin' thing. On the side, you get 30 in the hull, 40 on the turret, and in the rear, we have a wall. In the rear, you get 30 and 30. So, yeah, it'll be a nice upgrade tonight, when you're fast asleep, and the little troll monkeys will be going through your computer and upgrading all your some of your tanks, and all your T-30s and T-30 prototypes will be a little bit harder to beat when they get hauled down now. On the gun, it's got a fantastic gun. You get the same one that Tier 10 does, with just a little bit slower reload. Stock numbers, rate of fire 6.06. Average penetration for your standard round is 260, which is APCR, which is awesome. Unfortunately, you get heat for your premium, which is 320, and 53 for your HE. 390 average damage and 480 for your HE shell. Average damage per minute is 2364. Dispersion is 0.33, and aim time is 2.3 seconds. Now, mine are going to be a little bit better because obviously I've got a decent crew in here. My rate of fire is 7.18 rounds a minute, so my reload is 8.35. Gun depression is -8 plus 20. Aim time is 1.96. Dispersion is 0.31. Now, all those numbers are going to change because it is getting a buff, and it's going to have both the Tier 9 and 10 are going to have one of the best damage per minute guns in the game. They're taking the aim time, or excuse me, the dispersion, and they're giving it worse dispersion, but I think they're buffing the aim time to make up for it, which I don't understand that. Why don't they just leave it? I mean, why? It doesn't make any sense. So we're going to give you a worse dispersion, but we'll give you better aim time. Why don't they just leave it the way it is? But, I don't make the game, so. But it's going to have be up there with the highest damage per minute guns in the game, both the 9 and the 10. The traverse is 46.93 in the turret and 38.4 in the hull. So it spins pretty quick. Still have to watch out for the faster scout tanks getting, they can still circle strafe you. So really what I got to watch out. Now currently my average damage per minute is 2801, and it's going to be closer to like 3,400 or something. I might be off on the numbers. I don't know the exacts on it. I don't have them in front of me. It might be more than 3,400. I'm not 100% sure. It's a 32.95 ton medium tank, so it's not super heavy. You got to watch it, smash it into stuff, because, if you ram into a Moss or E100 with this, that's going to do no damage to them or very little, and it'll probably kill you. Specific power weight is really good at 21.85. Top speed is 65 forward, 23 in reverse, so it's got some pretty good speed to it. Your concealment is 17.91, so it's got decent concealment too. Even on the move, it's still pretty good. At 14.18. So on the move and shooting, it's 2.96. So that obviously dwindles right down. So use your bushes. View range is great at 408, and signal range is 800. So yeah, she's a beastie looking tank. I mean, I really like the looks of them. I just don't like when you get hauled down and everything still pens your turret. So the buff that they're going to be doing tonight for this and the AMX 30 are going to be, bless America, I told you, raga. I keep clicking on that damn thing. So the upgrade they're going to do to it tonight will be definitely a nice upgrade. Personally, I can't wait till they upgrade the M48 Patton. That's been one of my favorite tanks in the game, and I love playing it. Obviously, got the huge commander's hatch, which sucks. It's going to look just like the M60 when they do the upgrade on this one tonight. It's going to have your big headlight. This is getting ripped off, and they're putting a way better commander's cupola that doesn't stick up so much. It just goes up a little bit. And they're toughening up the frontal armor, so that will definitely be nice, coming to one of the more favorite tanks of mine in the game. As you can see, I don't have the best stats in the world on this. With the tier 10, tier 9, I got pretty good stats. Not a whole lot of matches. 14 matches, 64% win rate. Average damage is 1790. On the tier 10, I just get crappy teams or something, because I only got 24 matches, but I only got a crappy 46% win rate and 1589 average damage. So it seems like I do better in the tier 9 than I do the 10. I think it's just when you're in the tier 10, you get a lot more tier 10 matches or all tier 10 tanks. And with the armor on these the way they're at now, just everything pens you. I mean, 80 millimeters of turret armor, yeah, that's a joke. Especially with that, I think a lot of it has to do with that big commander's hatch too, because even if you get hauled down, 8 degrees of gun depression is great. But you might think that they don't see, and that big ass commander's hatch is sticking up and they still plug you. I don't know how many times that's happened to me, where this one you don't have, and it's still, still up there, but not as bad. I mean, it doesn't stick up like the, you know, just a honking huge commander's hatch. Look at that. I mean, it's huge. But anyways, if you want to hold on for a minute, I'll have some gameplay for you, so I'll be back. Alrighty, so the results of that match, they had 3 heavies and we only had 2, which neither of our heavies went to kind of the if I'm thinking of the map correct here, the east side where the heavies usually have that hill, and you go up that little bit of a hill. You got that hill right in front of you to protect you from Artie and the tank destroyer setting in the very back of on the enemy side there. We had no heavy tanks go up in that area, and I shot over to the east side there and set up a position to snipe, and then they just had so many tanks moving so quick that our heavies didn't go in that area, so our tanks were getting lit up because they had nothing to slow them down or even stop them from, just climbing right up our base's butt, because our heavies were idiots and didn't go where the heavies should have went. Gotta love when that happens. So anyways, I hit the WZ-111 once for a 294, kind of a low roll considering it does 390 average damage. That's really kind of a shitty roll. Hit the 430, kind of just did an auto lock. I was trying to get my keister out of there. I was really surprised that I got hit by Artie, where as I was moving like that. Whoever was playing there Artie on the 261 on the enemy team had a good AMS for damn sure. But I was able to knock his track off and hit him for 401. And both their 1390s, I hit one of them 3 times and knocked out his engine, destroyed his track, hit him 3 times for 1158 and finished him off. And the other 1390 hit him once for 411, which those are tier 9s now. I haven't played my 1390. I believe they bumped the 1390. Yeah, here it is, tier 9. I haven't played it since they bumped it up to tier 9. And we've got 200 matches in it with a 52% win rate, but that's at a tier 8. I don't know, since they bumped it up, I've never really looked at it to look at if it gave more penetration or what they did to it. I don't know if they did much of anything to it, to be honest with you. I think they just said, okay, you're now a tier 9, and well, let's look at now I'm interested. I want to see what they got for hit points. 1,200 hit points. Yeah, I don't think I think it's what I had before was that many hit points, but anyways, we'll focus on the tank that we're doing here, the AMX 30 1 prototype. So we did 5th most damage at 2,264. After I sat there for a while, it was a good spot, but when, there was nothing on our team over there far enough to light the enemy team, once they were out of my view, I was taking some blind shots and missing, because thought that bat chat was still setting up in the behind those little bushes there on the hill that would be where our heavies would normally go. He kind of hauled tail, so I was just shooting in the bushes. It was killing me some leaves. Um, so we got a base experience of 424 on a loss. 11 shots, 6 hits, 6 pen. Like I said, I was taking a lot of blind shots. Total damage was 2264 from a distance of more than 300 meters, 721. Again, right now this has no armor, so all 4 shots that hit me penned me, and we got hit by artillery 2. So he damaged 4, destroyed 1, made 32,558 credits. I did shoot 1 premium round, and I can't remember. I think I might have swapped it back to premium, kind of swapped back and forth. So I'll really have to pay attention during the match itself and see what I did there. But anyways, if you want to hold on for a minute, we will have some gameplay for you. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, so here we are in the AMX-30 prototype, and we are on airfield. Normally when I'm in a heavy tank or something with a good amount of armor, I'll go around this way into this little hill area over here. Let's make it a little bigger. You know, right over in here, get shots off, you know, people in the center, get shots off the guys around the hill, and if you can work it right, get shots off the TDs that set back there. But in this is definitely not a medium as of today with any type of armor. And I've got that cranked out way loud, so give me 1 second so I can turn the volume down around this a little darn bit. Where is, okay, vehicle, I think that, there we go. Not quite so loud. When it's blaring in my ears, I know you guys aren't going to be able to hear me. So, anyways, with this being it has no armor, I'll be very interested tomorrow to play it, and I'll do a review of it after it's buffed up, because right now, I mean, literally everything goes, you'll see it go right through me, even through the turret, through the gun mantle and everything. It just does not have crap for armor, and everything just rips right through you. So in that case, I like to come over here, set up kind of a sniping position. Unfortunately, as you can see, none of our heavies are going this way. All of them YOLO'd over here like a bunch of fucking retards. And I love to see that when my team all YOLOs like a fucking bunch of idiots. So I didn't feel so bad kind of sitting back here and just sniping because our team are just stupid. I mean, they've got a mini-map, and it's like, use the friggin' thing. I mean, obviously or not, I was a little bummed I wasn't set for that 1390 because I just stopped, got turned. If I would have been in that position already, I would have got 1 shot in him already. I knew he wasn't going to stick around there, so I was just waiting for him to pop up. But, yeah, so unfortunately you can see our whole team's basically YOLOing over on the west side of the map. This is where he pops up, and I was able to put a nice shot right into him, 427. He knows I'm obviously over here, and on the move, he actually, oh, so that was, I'm sorry, that was WZ-14 that hit me. Yeah, you gotta shoot this tier 9 that has paper thin armor with a frickin' heat shell. What a fucking idiot. Cracks me up when people do that. But anyways, I swap, I think, back and forth in between some premium shells and not so premium, but get a nice shot on him and finish him off. So that's 1 scout gone. But this is a good position as long as your team, you know, comes up this way and lights them, and then also if, like that WZ-111 there, I get a good shot on him, but oh, this bat chat was coming out, and I was like, well, reload, reload, reload. I knew he was I was following him, but it was too late. I didn't get loaded in time. But now, if our team would have had any of our heavies that we had, like 2 of them go this way, that bat chat wouldn't have been able to come up around that way, and I could have sat here and put shot after shot into him. Same with this 111. But our team was so fucking stupid that they didn't go over there. I mean, we got a T-100 a friggin' light tank over there where our heavies should be. And I don't know, it just pisses me off when I see that. It's annoying as shit when your team all goes one way and then they lose too. They lose that way. We end up getting our asses handed to us. Well, at first our team does kind of come back. I saw this 183 and I thought, hell, I can get him. So I push forward, shrinking in. I pull the trigger just as he gets killed. I was like, son of a booger. But yeah, normally it's a real good position to take up if you're a sniper and you like sniping, because you get the heavies that come around over in this area here. They come around to get shots off, and you sit there and just pummel them. But being that we had no heavy tanks come over here to this area, well, they got free run of coming up here and just lighting us up. And so I figured, hell, I'm not going to go rushing up there in a tank that has no armor yet. I'm going to wait a minute and see kind of how it plays out. I was trying to watch my ass so that tanks back here, big artillery, or excuse me, artillery for one. I was like, ow, hold still. I'm kind of bummed I missed that bat chat shot, but smart play on him for bouncing back and forth. He's a good player. Actually, I know him. He probably doesn't remember me, but when I was in the clan that they all fall under. I remember him from then. But so, anyways, yeah. If you ever want to take up a good sniping spot, this is definitely it. But if you stop and pause it real quick, yeah, you can see went right through that commander's hatch, and well, there's a premium round. So after the buff tomorrow, I'd be interested if that same shot would go through there after the buff. But so anyways, it's kind of getting stagnant over here. I didn't want to rush out there. I was afraid of seeing that 183. And 183, I've shot these AMX, the 30. I just took a blind shot there. But I've shot these AMX 30 prototypes and the AMX 30Bs with 183, and you one-shot them. So I didn't want to get my butt, out there in the wind and have it just handed to me. So I tried playing it kind of safe, staying back here, hoping something would come up this side, but nothing was. And as you can see, our whole team that YOLO'd over here are dead now because they were a bunch of flipping idiots. So about now it's getting stagnant. So I think, well, okay, what's gonna hurt for me to push up there? Maybe I can light some of these guys on the enemy team, or get some shots off. Well, unfortunately, when I come around that corner, yeah, it was a little bit of an eye-opener. I was surprised that our 95 and 183, where they were setting, wasn't lighting anything that was, up here. So I come up around the corner here. You'll see in just a minute as soon as I come up this hill. Nothing. I'm like, hey, this is working out. And I'm like, surprise, surprise, surprise. There, my freaking loader was, or gunner, was my gunner, the guy that aims at the thing there. I think he got knocked out there, and just waiting for him to pop out there. So I get a shot on the 1390, and I'm thinking, I got to get the hell out of here. So I get shot in the keister by the 1390, but I'm trying to play it where they don't know where I'm going, either up or down. Freaking Artie lands one right on me, and I know I'm screwed. So I do an auto lock on the 430, take a shot at him, and just run for it, and it's all she wrote. But I was kind of bummed with that T95, 183, and a Jagdtiger sitting right up here. Obviously, they've got to see that I've got, a heavy and two mediums. Well, actually, a medium and a light tank. Three of their, fast movers sitting right here that I'm, playing tag with, and they didn't even try and move over here to get shots out of them. I mean, they could have moved right over here in this position and got shots off on them, and it's like, well, I guess that's the end of that. So, yeah, the 111 is able to end up taking me out. Artie, actually, I was very surprised he was able to hit me where he did. I was sliding down the hill, and he dropped one right on me for 272. So, didn't do a lot of damage, but there's that bat chat, I think. Yeah, there's a bat chat. I think he hits with a Hesh round and frickin' only does, not even 1,000 damage. It's like, the frig? I should have decimated him. But anyways, we go on to unfortunately lose this match. It does, we do come back and ends up being 4-4. And then our T95, actually, I'm going to fast forward so you can see the shot. He blames it on RNG, and I just said to myself, yeah, he's full of shit. He just doesn't know how to aim a freaking gun. So we'll fast forward to this part, because actually, this 183 here had a hell of a good match. He ended up getting like 4 kills. He takes out this 111, takes him out. It's just Artie just kept pounding him. I was like, son of a bitch. But he had a hell of a good game. He did pretty good. But you'll see in a second. You gotta see this T95 shot. And then he blames it on RNG. I had to laugh. It cracked me up. So Jag Tiger gets a pretty good shot. He misses that one, but he gets a good shot here in a second on that 183. Gets popped and gets taken out. The Bat Chat here zooms up and takes advantage of that. You know, pops in there, aims, gets a decent shot, point blank, does 364. Which I was like, I'm a little surprised. You know, it's 5 seconds to aim, but so our 183 shoots the dirt, which I was like, oh, that sucked. Because if he would have hit that 183 there, he would have probably finished him off. And then our artillery took a shot, and actually you can see it landing in the water over there. It just went over his head, which with Artie, when you're moving like that, nah, he should have just sat still. He could have got, there's, I believe, a 5 second delay between shots on the Tier 10 Bat Chat. I think. I haven't played artillery since they did the nerf to him. So I could be off in left field, but he would have been better off just backing up, sitting there, taking a full aim. And if the 183 was coming at him, then back up. But moving around like that, you're not doing yourself any favors. So our 183 shoots the dirt right here. Our Bat Chat shoots over him. So the 183 on the enemy team's still alive. But watch the T95 here in a second. He's coming up behind him. And I meant to do that. Not to embarrass the guy here. Whoops. But I'll speed it up to normal time here. You'll see in a second. Here comes our 183, and here comes a T95 behind him. I'm just like, how did he miss this shot? I mean, he says RNG. I'm like, were you aiming with your feet? I mean, watch this. So right here, aiming, and he shoots the dirt. I'm like, RNG my ass. He just fucking a shitty shot. I'm like, oh, fucking moron. I'm sorry, but that just cracked me up when I said to him, I'm like, how the hell did you miss that shot, RNG? I'm like, no, that's just, I mean, he shot the freaking dirt. That ain't RNG. That's just, you just, they're a shitty shot. RNG. Everybody blames it on RNG. How'd you get killed in 5 minutes and your 2 minutes and your butt handed to you? RNG. that's the catch-all that everybody uses when they make a big fuck up. RNG. That's what I should have said when I got pummeled by all those tanks over there. Why'd you get killed? RNG. I'm sorry. But anyways, RNG. I hope you guys enjoyed the match, and if you did, please hit the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel. RNG. Jesus criminy. Anyways, you guys take it easy, be safe, and I will see you on the battlefield. RNG. You guys take it easy.